Hey guys, what's up? This is Sash for President back with another video. Recently, there's been a whole lot of back and forth all over social media about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Snakegate, Cookiegate, Nene versus Kenya, Kenya versus Porsha, Kenya versus her husband, and are Eva and Cynthia just a waste of space or not? And then at the last minute, it was about Kandi, her husband, and her mom, and all of this old drama that I believe was dredged up and scripted as a segue for her new show, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, the main drama has just been between Kenya and Nene. All season it's been a power struggle. So many people, including myself, have very strong opinions on both sides about who is to blame or the antagonist in all of this, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I have no positive thoughts in regard to Kenya Moore, other than sometimes I can see a glimpse of the old Kenya, Miss USA Kenya, and I realize that she's a very pretty woman. But for me, it's just hard to see that when I have witnessed her repeatedly be a really vile person on and off of this show. So that brings me to the point of this video. A couple of days ago, the ladies sat down with Andy Cohen for a highly anticipated virtual reunion. A lot of people are against the reunion being virtual because people can just get up and walk off. They're in their homes. They can do whatever they want to do. They can fake like they having internet connection issues. And more importantly, people act very different when they are physically face to face with someone versus over a computer screen. So I, like many other people, would prefer them to have been in person so we can see who keeps that same energy that they talk online and in their interviews. According to several sources, including some of the ladies themselves, a lot of that same energy was not kept. In particular, it was leaked that Nene walked off camera and she also didn't answer certain questions when asked that were allegedly about the whole Snakegate situation because Bravo decided to include the long forgotten about Yvonne, Gail, Montplaisir in the reunion. Immediately, my antennas went up because Bravo had been ducking and dodging Yvonne and abruptly cut her out of the rest of the season. They cut her out early on. So I thought it was odd that they would bring her back for the reunion, especially when me and millions of other people who watched were sick and tired of Snakegate, and we had long put that out of our minds. So then I saw that Nene Leakes did a couple of videos on her YouTube channel telling her side of the story, and she basically insinuates that Bravo set her up. She says that they did test runs prior to the reunion. They went over what would be discussed to prepare them, but conveniently never mentioned Yvonne. She says that they also tried to sabotage her with the wardrobe and have everyone wearing white except her, and have her wearing some other color purposely to have her looking like a villain or an outcast, which I do believe is true. Now, to a lot of people who are not in the entertainment industry or who are not familiar with television ratings antics, Nene's claims may seem ridiculous, and you may wonder why in the world would Bravo do that to her. She's lying, she's just playing victim. But if you know anything about television, especially reality television, and especially when a show is stagnant and they need a rating spike, you know that this is actually pretty common. Also, this is not the first time that Nene has made similar claims about Bravo's antics. A month ago, she went on a Breakfast Club Power 105 radio show with Charlamagne Tha God, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy, and called out some other things that they had done to aid in a feud between her and Kenya. In that interview, Charlamagne basically said without saying that he believes Nene because he's witnessed it on his own show, and told her something in regard to knowing her value and about walking away for your own peace. And due to copyright, I will not play it, but I will link the full interview down below. So that interview kind of went viral and it caught the attention of a lot of people. One person really stood out to me because it wasn't just a regular YouTuber or a blogger. It was an actual person who worked with them on set, a former producer of the show, but not just any producer, someone who is very known and very respected in the industry and has worked on a lot of different projects, but is mainly known for being a very blunt person and airing out a lot of foolery that goes on in the industry. He is considered the quote-unquote truth. He has a YouTube channel now, and he took to his channel to tell his side from a production point of view. I'll also link his video down below. He aired out the production crew and their antics. In the video titled "I'm No Rat," former producer of the Real Housewives of Atlanta via True Entertainment, which is now, they've changed their name to be Original Media, something like that. They keep changing their names for whatever reason. Producer, author, Choke No Joke Alton III says that although he didn't like what Nene did in regards to Porsha back in the day with the whole sex dungeon drama, he said that he felt like they were bullying Porsha and being mean girls, but everything that Nene was saying on a Breakfast Club about production and about what's really going on behind the scenes is actually the absolute truth. He claims that True Entertainment's production is sadly made up of several black women at the head, and they like to instigate the drama between the women, which he was against because he says that he didn't like the way that they were turning black women against one another, being black women themselves, and that he wanted the show to be more about unity with the women. And I believe he's telling the truth because Kandi recently spoke out on her YouTube channel, and she said something to the fact about how she was happy that they showed the kickball scene between the ladies in Kenya, because a lot of positive moments between them or even with their families, Bravo never shows it. So I believe there's a lot of truth in that. And of course, this is a reality show. They want as much drama as possible because in their minds, drama is what gets the views, but that's not always true. I believe that there needs to be some sort of balance, and that's what he and Kandi were saying, because the long drawn out drama like this season has been is really draining, and I believe that that is exactly why they're losing ratings, and shows like Married to Medicine and things like that is looking a little bit more attractive to viewers. So this producer, author Austin, he also airs out the whole play-by-play between Phaedra Parks, Porsha Williams, and Kandi, and he talks about why Phaedra was rightfully kicked off the show and how the play was set to make Porsha look like the bad guy all along so that the women would gang up on Porsha. And I don't know if they did that to get rid of her for dragging Kenya, like a way of punishing her or something. I don't know, but he says that basically they were giving Porsha hell, and it's much like we see today with Nene, where they're pitting the cast against her, like all gang up on one person to basically, we're not going to kick you off the show, but we're going to do things to make you want to quit the show. So it is not a figment of Nene's imagination or something that she's just saying to play victim, according to him. And based on my experience in the entertainment industry and what I've seen, I don't believe that she's playing victim either. I think that this is a very real thing that's going on. It's just that the public is not very aware of how these things work. So you see what you see, but you don't realize that apparently it is all the plan of the crew to make for good reality television, no matter who gets hurt in real life in the process. And as we see now, Nene has released a series of text messages from Yvonne implicating her as a liar, and says that they indeed had a meeting with production to set the whole Snakegate thing up. Again, production. It looks like this was a way to bring Yvonne into a storyline, but I guess it backfired when on the show, Nene got frustrated and was like, girl, look, I need you to tell these people what happened. Just tell them the truth. And Yvonne was acting all weird, like, what are you talking about? basically Nene was not being cooperative with the whole storyline, so then they turned on her. I also believe Nene was a big target with production, because if you watch the other franchises, Bravo is cleaning house with the OGs, or the cast members who's been on the shows for over 10 years. And Nene has been very vocal about this, standing up for people like Vicky Gunvalson of Orange County. The OGs are the ones who make the most money on these shows. Nene, Bethany, and because she has a major spinoff, Lisa Vanderpump, are the highest paid housewives. So with shows getting older, YouTube and other platforms becoming increasingly popular and taken away from their views, I understand why Bravo is trying to phase out people like Nene to cut their costs. They could pay somebody like Kenya half the money to act twice the food. And as a business owner, I get it. But as a person who's worked in the entertainment industry, I agree with the producer that long term, I believe that Bravo's antics will only ruin the show. And I believe that we're seeing that play out right now. So tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think with the former producer speaking out and the released text messages, Nene is now vindicated and can redeem herself? Or do you think that this is the end of the road for her? Also, what do you think about Bravo and True Entertainment turning on their cast and causing all of this drama behind the scenes? Do you think that it's worth it? And I would love to know, what do you guys think about the former producer coming out and spilling all of this tea in the first place? I don't recall that ever happening before on reality television. Clearly, he must not have signed an NDA. I don't understand why they wouldn't have a non-disclosure in everyone's contract. But either way, I doubt the executives over at Bravo and especially True Entertainment are happy with this video. I'm surprised that the video is still up on YouTube, but as stated, I'll leave the link in the comment section for all of you to watch in its entirety, because he also spills the beans about what I already know, which is Kenya Moore's disgusting behavior even off the show, and how none of the crew believes she's married, and how she has never shown any kind of proof to Bravo despite them asking her for it. So that'll be linked down below. Please be sure to thumbs up this video, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.